In today's world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the pressure to maintain a certain lifestyle, while also managing expenses. You're likely juggling work, social activities, and personal goals, all while keeping an eye on your bank account. What if I told you it's possible to cut expenses without sacrificing the things that make your life enjoyable? It's true. You don't have to say goodbye to the things you love. In fact, by making a few smart, strategic changes, you can reduce your expenses and still enjoy life to the fullest. Let's dive into how you can cut expenses without feeling like you're missing out on anything. 1. Track your spending habits. The first step to cutting expenses is to understand where your money is going. You may be surprised at how much you're spending on little things that add up over time. Grab your phone or a notebook and start tracking your expenses for a few weeks. Apps like Mint or YNAB, You Need a Budget, can help automate this process. Once you've got a clear picture of your spending habits, you can identify areas where you're overspending and make intentional cuts. Tracking your spending is not about being restrictive, it's about gaining control. You don't need to be a perfectionist, just aware. For example, do you really need to eat out 3 times a week? Could you cook a similar meal at home for a fraction of the price? Small changes like these can go a long way without altering your lifestyle dramatically. 2. Prioritize your needs versus wants. When you're trying to cut expenses, it's important to distinguish between your needs and your wants. Your needs are things like food, shelter, healthcare, and utilities. Wants, on the other hand, are those things that bring you joy but aren't absolutely necessary, like the latest fashion trends, a subscription box service, or daily gourmet coffee. By being intentional about where you're allocating your money, you can free up funds for the things that matter most. For example, if you love going out for coffee every morning, you might decide to make your own coffee at home for a few days a week. This doesn't mean giving up your morning ritual entirely, but cutting back can add up to significant savings over time. 3. Embrace the power of meal planning. Eating out is one of the most significant areas where we waste money without even thinking about it. Sure, it's convenient, but it's also costly. By planning your meals ahead of time and cooking at home, you can drastically cut expenses without sacrificing taste or enjoyment. Meal planning doesn't mean eating bland or boring meals every day. It's about getting creative with your groceries and finding ways to make cooking fun again. By spending just a few hours each week in the kitchen, you can save a lot of money and still enjoy tasty, nutritious meals. 4. Shop smarter. When it comes to shopping, you don't have to compromise quality for savings. With the right strategies, you can buy what you need without overspending. Start by shopping with a list. Impulse purchases are a major drain on your budget, but having a list will help you stay focused and avoid buying unnecessary items. Look for sales, use coupons, and consider buying in bulk for items you use frequently. If you don't mind second-hand items, consider shopping at thrift stores or online marketplaces for gently used clothes, furniture, or electronics. You'd be amazed at the high-quality finds you can score for a fraction of the price. One trick is to set aside a shopping fund each month. This way, you can enjoy some fun purchases without feeling guilty about it. And remember, a deal is only a deal if you actually need the item. 5. Cancel unused subscriptions. Subscriptions can be sneaky. We sign up for them without thinking, and before we know it, we're paying for multiple services that we rarely use. Take a close look at all your subscriptions. Netflix, Spotify, magazines, gym memberships, meal kit services, etc., and evaluate whether you're really using them. Don't be afraid to cancel what you're not using. You might even consider downgrading to a more basic plan if the premium service isn't providing enough value. Services like Truebill or Trim can help you identify and cancel subscriptions automatically. Just think of the extra cash you'll free up to spend on experiences or save for the future. 6. Cut back on luxuries, not joys. Many people think that cutting expenses means giving up everything that brings them joy. That's simply not true. You can still enjoy the things you love, but find a more affordable way to do it. Take travel, for instance. Traveling doesn't have to be a luxury reserved for the rich. You can plan vacations on a budget by booking flights during off-peak times, staying in budget-friendly accommodations, or exploring local destinations. The memories you create during these trips will still be just as precious and rewarding. Similarly, if you love a certain brand of skincare or makeup, there are often affordable alternatives that work just as well. Cutting back on luxuries doesn't mean cutting back on the things that make you feel good. It simply means being more mindful about how and where you spend. 7. Find free or low-cost entertainment. You don't need to spend money to have fun. Some of the best experiences are the simplest ones. Whether it's a hike in nature, a picnic in the park, a movie night with friends, or a visit to a free museum, there are endless opportunities for entertainment without breaking the bank. Check out local community events, free concerts, or open mic nights. If you enjoy learning, many online courses and webinars are available for free or at a very low cost. Not only will this help you cut expenses, but it'll also enrich your life with new knowledge and experiences. 8. Refinance and negotiate bills. Sometimes we forget that bills and loans aren't set in stone. If you're paying high interest on credit cards, or if your mortgage rate is higher than market averages, you can look into refinancing options. Similarly, you can call up your internet, cable, or insurance provider and ask for a better deal. Many companies offer discounts for loyal customers or can give you a better rate if you simply ask. Don't shy away from negotiating. If you're feeling hesitant, remind yourself that you deserve to get the best deal possible. Negotiating isn't just about cutting costs. It's about valuing your hard-earned money and ensuring it's being spent wisely. 9. Set financial goals and celebrate progress. It's essential to have a clear goal when cutting expenses. Are you saving for a down payment on a house? Do you want to build an emergency fund or pay off debt? Setting specific, measurable financial goals will help you stay focused and motivated. Celebrate your progress along the way. Every time you reach a small milestone, whether it's saving a certain amount of money or cutting an unnecessary expense, take a moment to acknowledge your achievement. These small wins will help keep you on track and motivated to keep making smart financial choices. 10. The mindset shift. It's about enjoying life more, not less. At the core of cutting expenses without sacrificing your lifestyle is a mindset shift. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about being intentional with how you use your resources. When you align your spending with your values, you'll find that you have more energy, time, and money for the things that truly matter. As you cut expenses, focus on enjoying life more, not less. Take a step back and consider what truly makes you happy. Is it a weekend getaway, a dinner party with friends, a new hobby? By aligning your spending with your passions and priorities, you'll be able to cut back on excess and still live a fulfilling life. Cutting expenses doesn't mean you have to give up everything that makes life enjoyable. It's all about being smart with your money, making intentional choices, and finding ways to maintain your lifestyle without going overboard. Take small steps, celebrate your wins, and remember that financial freedom is within reach. You're not sacrificing your happiness. You're investing in a better future for yourself. Keep moving forward, stay motivated, and watch how your financial situation improves while you continue to enjoy life to the fullest.